Okay, so we are now live. This is part 27 of the Game Engine Coding live stream, and we are looking at analog stick dead zones today. Okie dokie then. So we are looking at analog stick dead zones. I want to do a bit more research into dead zones in general anyway, so let's do some research into it. So if I was to analog stick dead zone, the joystick dead zone is the area around the center of a joystick that does not respond to movement. It is designed to cut down on accidental movement caused by jitter. All joysticks have at least a small degree of jitter when centered. Yeah, you get that. It's like with my one, if I shake it hard enough, there'll be a bit of jitter, and you necessarily don't want to detect that. So I guess, I mean, really, okay. So let's have a look. Ooh, is this open? Let's have a look at this image. Zoom in a bit. So Xbox. Xbox can access 100% of the area. Stick eyes tuning not necessarily leave as default. Mouse input without stick eyes. Mouse input after stick eyes can't access the red areas. The areas in red are dead zones. The mouse may feel jittery or laggy. Okay. Ooh. I might explain something. Let me turn my controller on. It has connected. It'll appear here in a second. Because technically it's kind of reading it as a square. And it's hard to get to the corner. I think that might be why we were getting the 110 value. Very interesting, let's just say that. Okay. Increasing the stick height raise makes the dead zone smaller. Pretty much the entire area of the X and Y axis can now be accessed. So it goes from 100, 113, 129. Yeah, so probably something along these lines. Oh. Very interesting. Oh, I want to again do a bit more research before I actually do it. So I was looking at center-based dead zones. See what this guy says. Okay, so basically, I don't think this is going to be this difficult, to be fair. Yeah, I get that. I guess that should be in the joystick itself. So if we say get axis position, I mean, yeah, that really shouldn't be implemented in the gesture. That should be. Yeah. So we're gonna say good joystick angle. So if we get the get axis position, so let's say if we had a parameter in there. Let's say this parameter was gonna be a constant. So if you the std pair of floats And let's say if we had this as Deadzone, and we need to name it something. No, that should be the name. Okay, so Deadzone. So we're simply going to say we're going to get the position. So we're going to take float position okay, and we're going to say if so that's returning an get axis position. Oh, it's a single axis, isn't it? Yeah, it's a single axis, so we don't need the pair. All we need is it for it to be a float. Okay, so we're going to say if position is less than Deadzone, then we're going to return 0. And we need to update this over here. Else just return position. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So okay, so let's build in it just to make sure it's all good before I continue. We're by default it's gonna set. We're gonna have a default value. That should not produce an error now. Deadzone, the joystick axis Deadzone for not returning a position other than 0. Get joystick angle. So in the angle method, I guess we could do a Deadzone here as well. Do we do get axis position? So yeah, obviously if we wanted to implement a Deadzone, we would just implement it via this. But saying that, should we not implement it? No, not for this, because the gesture needs to work in a certain way. It'll mess up the gesture, to be fair, but that's just regular joystick stuff. Get joystick angle. So we gain the position, and here is where we're going to put the pair. Here is where we're going to say const std : 1 second, let's keyboard doesn't seem to be sliding very well. Okay, so get this was std colon pair. Give me a float and dead zone. I'm gonna say if x chord is less than deadzone dot first, that's when we're gonna say x chord equals 0, and we'll do the same thing for y as well. So I'm going to change this to a y, got to change this to a second, got to change this to a y, boom, done. Let's see what we get. Actually, it was saying that. Nah, this will mess up. Because the joystick position could be a minus value. That's the issue. Okay, so it doesn't even make sense to do the check here. It makes zero sense to do the check here when we actually have it built in. So we would just put deadzone dot first. Why do an extra check when it's already built in there, and any updates that we make literally just now to fix an issue will get cascaded down? That makes more sense now. So in here we're going to say if position is greater or equal to 0, let's say, then we'll do one thing, else we'll do another. And we're gonna say, so if it's greater than 0, then we would basically just do this check. If position is less than deadzone, else we're gonna say is if position is greater than the deadzone. Because if, let's say, we get a value of minus, let's say if the deadzone is, we'll put a minus there. I think that's going to work now. So basically, if it gets up to here, then you'll just return position anyway. Okay, so I'm going to print off axis position. Get joystick distance from center. Again, same thing. This is a very simple one. All we got to do is copy this, copy this, put it here, and now we've got to override these with basically what we've got over here. Okay, so this is gonna be called deadzone So this is for the entire joystick now. Boom, done. Okay, so we want to test the get axis position method. So it is joystick get axis position. So we're gonna say std colon cout joystick get axis position. Okay, so first of all we need to specify the joystick. It is number 1. Next we need to specify the axis, so we'll say the x-axis. So we're going to say axis joystick axis, I'm going to say x, and then the dead zone, let's make sure it works without the dead zone. Okay, so that's working. Now let me test if it works with a dead zone. We're gonna say a dead zone of 20. We'll get an error now. Oh, this is axis position, isn't it? So we only need to specify the 1. We only need to specify something like 20. Okay, that's just a general error that'll go with Visual Studio. Don't need to worry about that. Now if I were to move the stick a bit, it don't work till we get to 20 away. Which is pretty darn cool. Okay, so dead zone is more square than circular. Wrong. I think that should be alright. Okay, so that's gone well. We've done the dead zone stuff. I mean, like, we did that in less than 20 minutes, to be fair. Let me commit that. Let me commit that indeed. Let me just say dead zone complete. That was quick. I'm gonna say less than 20 minutes. You know, gestures took 15 days over 2 weeks. And then so it's quick. Yeah, you get that. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go and get some water. back. Thank you for being patient with me. And quote of the day: the most extraordinary thing about writing is that when you've struck the right vein, tiredness goes, it must be an effort. Thinking wrong. Okay, so we've committed this. We wanna look on Rumble. That's what we were trying to figure out before. Okay, so what was I going to? Jesus, that's a long stream. Okay, so what was I gonna look at? I was gonna look at SFML Rumble. Bear with me. Sorry about that. That was just my business partner that rang. Let's update this as well, because those of you that know, this countdown has been going. It is going to turn to 2 days now, and it has been the countdown to my wedding. And he was just calling because he's coming up for that. He was just calling regarding a couple of things about that. Okay, so we're looking at Rumble for SFML. From the little quick look that I looked at yesterday, I don't think SFML has Rumble. It looked like SDL did have Rumble, or, you know, haptic feedback. Ooh, see what the sort of games are made in. Our video is over there. Eli, the computer guy. He is funny. And got a bunch of other Sonar Systems videos there. Sonar's dominating. Okay, so yeah, I can't see that being of any help. If I do SFML haptic, I mean, I don't think Hilda Vonk has made anything in regards to this, but I'll have a quick look. Why not? Why not indeed? So let's have a look at SDL. So yeah, that thing said hi. Hi, that thing. Alex says hi. Hello, Alex. SDL Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Interesting. Let's have a look. Oh, this is the Undertale. Yeah, he hasn't made anything in a little while now. He did some engine stuff as well. But no, that looks like it. If I go to his, I mean, even do joystick stuff. He's got Pirate Bay. He's got Pirate Bay.
Okay, so we just got
Keyboard, is that Logitech? It's Microsoft. So that's just.
we'll be able to send feed.
Well, I think we're all ready to go. Axes.
Looks a bit like Edward Snowden. Okay, so SFML, C++, haptic feedback. Again, you know, I'm not looking, at least not at the moment, to get dual sense vibration functionality in SFML. That's, you know, that's not what I'm looking for. Actually, I wonder if there is anyone that's even SFML. Our free video that popped up. Okay, instead of SFML, if I do SDL dual sense. Looks like they're prepping it with something. SDL. Yeah. So one other thing I could say, I'll switch over to SDR. It's a lot of refactoring. I feel like, nah, I think we can stick with SFML for now. Okay, so if we went on SFML, C++, haptic feedback, is this only the one window? Yeah, I must have closed it. Is engine? Jesus. Is engine. Okay, this is interesting. Based on SFML, hello scene example. Got some Android Studio support. Quite a big list of features built in. Yeah, I'd already read that one yesterday. That's of no use. Okay. So Stanford University project. Are they using SFML in here? Find a partner, it will make life easier. Bring ideas for discussion on Thursday. To make use of haptics. Let's see a comparison between the two, what they're saying. Okay. Yeah, does definitely seem like it. Okay, double force, double six process. Hello, hello there. Let's just have a look at C++ in general. I'm sure I did come across some libraries yesterday that were saying they can provide the features that we want. I am tired. I will be wrapping this up in a second, but I do want to do my video game live gameplay stream. Yeah, this is Oculus using Unreal anyway, so it's neither here nor there. What we want this again, this is just UE. Apparently something called X input, but it's not here. This is a built-in library. Bank 21 Kilo says hello Sona. Hello Bank. I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream soon. We got the Deadzone stuff done in less than 20 minutes. We're looking at vibration. Now implementing that. Okay, so this could potentially be something. I'll leave this open. And what I'm gonna do now is wrap up the live stream. So I just want to thank. This was a short one. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Do another one tomorrow. I'm literally in the next 5-10 minutes gonna jump onto another live stream. So feel free to join me on that. And that will be for Sackboy: A Big Adventure. I'm just playing that, so probably just do a couple of levels in there. So thanks for watching.